Welcome back, folks. And Sean Murphy and Peter Ebden having gone into their mid-session interval. A very one-sided scoreline there. Peter Ebden 4, Sean Murphy 0. It means we could go back to the Ronnie O'Sullivan-Mark Williams match. They've come out from their mid-session interval. As you see, they're into frame 5 of the 8 due to be played here in this session this afternoon. And Mark Williams with that 3-frame to 1 scoreline. But Ronnie, 21 points to the good in frame number 5. But he's left Mark with an opening here.
Well, the attempted red to the corner, didn't quite get it, collided with the blue on the way round, and this has given Mark this opportunity. I think on reflection as well, Mark good value for that 3-1 scoreline. Like, you know, Ronnie just did make 1 or 2 more mistakes than Mark.
Mark's looked very sharp for me, runs of 94 and 67.
He's not on the black. He's hoping to find a gap there. Would have been very fortunate to finish on that. Well, will he play safe? Will he take the yellow one? Blue's a possibility. Well, yellow, but is he going for the pot here? Well, he did.
Mark Williams, 1.
Just gone a little awkward. Could have gone the other side of the pink, which would have been much easier, but when he's got the red to the middle. I'm surprised Mark took that one actually, at 3-1 ahead. He might have just applied a bit of pressure.
One. Three. Okay.
Yes, nothing goes to the left corner. Well, that right-hand red does, but I don't think you can see the potting angle. That's why he's having to take this one end to the right. I'm just wondering whether he might play a little... Well, he's checking that now. Don't think so. I wonder if he might play a little cannon into the red and pink here. Keep on, stay on the black. If not, go down towards the blue. That's a possibility. A little cannon into those. He's tried that. Oh, that's perfect. Great shot.
Four. Eleven.
Probably hold to the pink this time, to the middle. Needs a slight angle so he can stun down for the reds near the black. Oh, that's unusual for Ronnie, 67%. It was a misread to the right corner in the last frame that cost him actually. Oh, he's caught the pink. He's still okay.
12.
But he's the wrong side. All the reds go to the left corner. It's the wrong side of this pink. Might have to screw directly off the side cushion and back across the table. Well, he's held the cue ball high purposely for this red. Could play a little cannon into the red
18.
Next to the black. That should open things up. Perfect.
19.
Well, he's pushed the other red safe, but he's on the black. Well, I just need to leave himself
26.
a good angle on the black here in potting this red to disturb some of these reds on the top cushion.
27.
Well, this frame could be all about this shot. He's got a 47-point lead. If he disturbs 3 or 4, well, it could be frame over. Well, red needs to slow down. That's gone too far.
34.
Well, that, I feel, is end of break.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 34.
Well, excellent safety, negotiating the red through those colours. Well, he's got a hold on this frame. He needs to claw this one back to make it 3-2, of course. Won't want to go 4-1 behind. He's put it over the right corner. I think he's okay. There was a little concern there for a minute.
But will the farther away one go past the nearer one? I think it might, Mike. If you can just see past the green.
Yeah, well,
It's
it will
very
go.
tight.
Yeah, sorry, it will go, but I don't think it can get to the potting angle. This is a little tricky here for Mark. I'm not quite sure how he's going to get out of this one. Well, he plays. We can't play dead weight on this red near the corner because the other one on the left-hand side's waiting. If he tries to drop on these 2 down here on the left, he could miss those and leave one on to the right. That's what he's trying to do. Dead weight on the left-hand one of the 2. This has got to be correct. Well, he's got the double kiss, which he didn't want. He wanted the cue ball to rest on the cushion. There's a chance here of a pot for Ronnie to the right corner. It's not easy. I think he might take this on actually and stun down the table, leave the white behind the green area. That's the red he's taking on, but he should cover everything else on the right hand corner pocket. Well, great pot.
1.
Yes, played with the element of safety. Well, now then, in behind the green off the yellow.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
Well, Mark can see the left of these 2. Oh, well.
Foul. And a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
So that's made a difference. 59 ahead, 59 remaining. And Ronnie said, play from there. Which is entitled to do.
cushion first. Trying to get this one safe. Well, in fact, it's a cushion first. He swerved around the blue and potted it.
That's an amazing shot, and Ronnie obviously didn't allow for that.
Well, I cannot believe that Ronnie has put him in to bat again there. If there's a chance of doing that, why didn't he have the white put back? It was much safer in the other position. Well, Mark needed the black. I think he's conceded the frame now. He needed the black. It was a toughie.
Yep.
In the end, it didn't matter.
So Ronnie pulls one back, and well, he needed to really. He didn't want to go 4-2 behind. So we'll take a break. Ronnie O'Sullivan pulling a frame back before the interval, and he needed to. Mark Williams leading him now by 3 frames to 2. There you see the 2-table situation, which is only with us now for the rest of today and tomorrow. And after that, of course, one of those will be taken. Well, they'll both be taken down, actually. And for the semi-finals, there'll be 1 table left in the centre of the arena for the semi-finals and, of course, for the final itself.
Yes. And tomorrow evening there'll be like an army of ants in there, changing it all around. The lighting system, of course, we've got 2 racks for the lighting. We've only got to change it to 1, so that's going to be moved into the middle. 2 tables stripped. One of these tables will be trolleyed into the middle. They'll pick the best table. I think this table, table 2, has played much better than table 1, and I'm sure there's been a lot more. Well, look at the long pot success there. 20% for Ronnie, that's unbelievable, and 57 for Mark. That's not great, but 20%. That, can't remember the last time that we saw that when it came up. But yes, they'll take 1 table into the middle and reset it up. Oh, hang on, where's this white going?
Foul.
Into the D.
The worst thing is the red's come down the table. Now, has it just gone past the way? It's gone far enough into that cushion. Don't think Mark will take this on. He could do. We might send the red around the table. Yes, it's a big operation that tomorrow night, Mike.
Indeed,
after the quarters,
it is.
to go down to 1 table.
And it's probably just as well that the following morning there's no morning play, which gives them a little bit of extra time.
It's always been that way, hasn't it? Who will be there on Thursday? I think Mark's decided not to take on a pot. I think he's just sending them red around the table. Well, that's a clever shot. He's left the white bang on the back cushion and smashed that red into the others to spread them all over the place.
Very intelligent shot. He's put Ronnie in trouble now.
The danger with that is not to leave one over the corner, but where he's put the white, if he had left one over the corners, well, the left hand one would be covered by the yellow and the right hand one would be covered by the brown. So very intelligent shot, would you say?
Can we keep it as quiet as possible, please? Thank you.
Bit short of pace from Ronnie. I think Mark can see this one through the gap. Look at that. Hold for the black. Well played. He's just not got into the white enough. What a chance that was. If it had been on the black, he could have been away there. Yes, he had a slight angle on that pot, red. He had to dig into the white, but needed a little more.
Yellow ball.
Yellow ball nominated. That's an interesting one. Good hit.
Williams, 1.
Could be an off the yellow here. That's made the difference. That's a nudge. Would have made the difference if the white had gone in. Lucky man. But you need all of those. Take them while they're there. Just watch this again. There's just the outside chance he might have gone in off this yellow.
Mark momentarily slipped out of one of his shoes there. Everything seems to be in order now. Oh, wow. Not sure that was what all that was about.
Yeah, steward's inquiry. That would be put back anyway. Well, I think Mark's trying to hit the reds near the pink spot, but he didn't get enough side on the cue ball. He's looking to come off 2 cushions, swing it wide off that second cushion. So he'll probably play that again. He's looking to hit the 2 reds near the pink spot. This looks better. Oh, what a shot. What a shot.
Very clever. Masses of side on the cue ball, and that side took effect when it hit the top cushion. Shot to nothing here. Not too far away either. He was a little fortunate, Ronnie, in not colliding with either of those 2 reds on the left-hand side. Watch this. The white threaded between those 2 reds. Phew. So, a tricky one for Mark now.
Go on, Ronnie.
Well, he went for that. And I think he's okay. Well, there is one red across to the left middle, which I think Ronnie can just about see the potting angle on. We didn't see that shot for long enough. It's a bit tight. I can't see him taking it on. Well, now. Does he see things differently from down there at the table? There doesn't appear to be very much room. I think that's probably what he's trying to do. That would certainly be the better shot to play percentage-wise. Yep. Well, not quite getting the angle.
Didn't need to catch the middle jaw. Always looking to hit that cushion 2 or 3 inches before the middle pocket.
Eight. Nine.
Well, Mark seems to be having a problem with one of his shoes. That's the second time he's had some little disturbance.
Well, unless he's got a little stone in it or something like that, just emptying the shoe.
It's not going to help his concentration too much, is it?
No, he won't be bothered about that. It's too long in the
16.
tooth for that. Now, which way will he go here? He might just try and run into those 2 reds together. No, he's gone the other way. The red obviously goes to the right corner.
22. $23.
Still got a couple of reds that go on the left-hand side here. I'm just wondering if both those reds together on the right go to this corner. We shall see. Well, the right one certainly will, and that in potting this will open up the other one.
28. $29. $36. 37. $44. 45. $52.
This is his third half century of the match, following runs of 94 and 67 earlier.
Yes, this all came about that attempted
53.
safety from Ronnie when he caught the white on the middle jaw. Came back into the middle of the table, and at the moment he's been severely punished. Mark not quite over the line yet in this one, but not far away.
$60.
This red and pink or black would be enough. Oof.
61.
Well, he's got a 62-point lead. So pink or black would be enough. I suggest they'll play the black here. Not interested on one of the reds, just pot the black and leave Ronnie needing a snooker. Well, excellent.
68. Mark Williams, 68, and the frame.
And the frame. Ronnie not interested in going for the snookers, so that's another one to the Welshman, and he reopens a 2-frame lead. It was 3-1 at the mid-session interval. He now leads Ronnie O'Sullivan by 4 frames to 2. Back here at the Crucible Theatre, Ronnie O'Sullivan in a spot of bother against Mark Williams. 4 frames to 2. Mark Williams leading.
Frame 7. Ronnie
With
O'Sullivan.
2 more frames to be played here in this first of 3 sessions.
Not quite as much trouble as the defending champion, though.
No, they're in the throes of frame 5 now. They've come back from their mid-session interval on the other side of the partition. Just a reminder of the scoreline there. Peter Ebdon 4, Sean Murphy 0. Peter's had runs of 116, 64 and 52. No joy yet for Sean Murphy, the defending champion.
Great shot from Ronnie. But I think Mark can see this one on the left-hand side. Perfect weight. Bad mistake. Caught the jaws at the pocket. I'm not sure if he's left the one to the middle, certainly left one to the corner.
It started ever so well for Ronnie, didn't it, with that 90 in the opening frame.
Might play a little cannon on the red next to it to stay on the pink. Oh, he's snookered himself on the pink.
1.
You won't win that battle, Mark. Not against mahogany wood.
No, Michael Holt discovered that a year or 2 back, didn't he? When he banged his fist on the table like that in frustration, broke 2 fingers. They're a bit unforgiving, aren't they, these cushions? The wooden bits, that is.
Mark Williams, 1.
Just the one. It should have been more, but he'll wait another chance.
shot.
Great shot. Tucked it in the corner a little, but it went in. That was the main thing. Well, you've got to say there's just one or two more errors coming from Ronnie's cue than there has been from Mark's in the last 3/4 of an hour. Hence the scoreline 4-2. And, well, it could be 5-2 in a little while here. Well, don't know what he's played on there. I think he must have thought that left on red went. That really is a strange shot from the blue. So it could be 5-2, not now. I think there's still one there, actually, in the middle of them. Just goes. Oh, he's caught the red on the way through. Well, Mark will be very angry with himself there, because from the blue, he didn't check to see if those reds went properly. Left himself slightly out of position, and he wasn't able to pot that one either. So that was a massive mistake for Mark Williams there. He's left Ronnie this red to the middle. Well played. Just wondering about the angle on this brown. If he screws directly back off it, he might be getting very close to that middle pocket. I think he's just got the angle to avoid that, get closer to these reds. I don't think he's on anything there. Well, again, I'm not quite sure what he was playing on there. He had to play a very precise positional shot. Well, that's one from each player.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 5.
That's made a difference. If that wide had travelled another couple of inches, Ronnie wouldn't have been able to play a safety shot here. He would have been in all sorts of trouble. As it is, I'm not sure if you can see the left on red to be able to get back to the bulk area. I think he's playing the one just to the right of it. Well, this is dangerous. It could collide into something else. Oh, good shot. We found one. That's a great shot. So is that. 2 first-class safeties there.
Oh.
Foul and a miss.
An error of judgment there from Ronnie.
Mark Williams, 4. Back.
And Mark's having the ball put back.
This way. Yeah? Mark?
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's perfect. I always push one to the right corner. He's got a great white though. Just look at this. So that's made a difference. Now it's gone there. Oh. Well, this needs perfect cueing from Mike Williams here, but if he pops this in, he could cannon the red next to the black and stay on the black. But what, 11 feet away, tucked under the back cushion, simple. He's not playing the pot, he's playing the safety. He's got enough.
Ronnie,
well. I wish he'd attempted the pot now. Too late.
No, it's not too bad. Mind you, Ronnie's found one. Should be a snooker. In behind the green.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
Might be able to get on the one just behind the black. Well, I think he's swerving to hit this one on the side cushion. Well, that's pretty good from there, to be honest. I don't think he's left Ronnie anything on. That was very good.
There wasn't much room past the pink there. That had to be very precise.
Well, caught the black, but not too bad. Mark's looking at the possibility of a two-ball plant here to the right corner. There's some distance between them now. Made sure he got the white down the table. Oh, great shot. I think they've got the pace of the table, these two boys. Well, that was slightly ambitious, but he's got away with it.
Yes, it was worth a shot because I think he knew that he wouldn't be leaving anything for Ronnie.
Well, I don't know what's going on there with the shoe. He's definitely having problems with that right shoe.
Oh. Well, from the angle we got, I didn't think that would cut back.
Not me.
So near yet so far, but I thought that that cue ball had gone too far for Ronnie. He saw it differently. And here's an opportunity for him. Well, touch further than he intended. Great recovery.
$21. 22. $28. 29. 36. 37. 44.
Well, I think if Ronnie can win this frame, even if he comes out the session 5-3 behind, it won't be too bad for him. He's looking to finish 4-4, of course. Well, he's certainly got the reds away from the cushion. Unfortunately, he hasn't landed on a colour. Well, properly anyway. He needs a tough pot to continue this break. He's 44 ahead. He still needs a colour and one more red. Now he's going to attempt to cut the black in, or he's going to attempt to play the pink. Certainly got those reds moving.
Nearly went in off too. Pink's the easier ball of the two. White would be going away from the reds. And I doubt whether he would leave that red on down near the yellow for Mark. Yeah.
Neil Sullivan, 45.
Well played with an element of safety. But he'll be disappointed that he was that far away from the pocket. So there's still plenty on there for Mark. Well, it's a clever shot, just standing behind the yellow.
Quiet, please.
News from the other side. Peter Ebdon is still forging ahead of the reigning champion, Shaun Murphy. 5 frames to 0, Peter now leads.
One.
Yes, looking at the scoreline on the other table, Peter pinched that one on the
8.
black as well. So the world's champions'
9.
woes continue. 65-60 that frame score was. Well, Peter Ebdon is definitely on it this afternoon. He's got himself up for the match against the defending champion, and Shaun Murphy
16.
in all sorts of trouble.
17.
Well, they still have a long way to go there. Still 3 more frames to be played this afternoon. On this table here, we're approaching the final frame of the session.
22. 23.
Well, clearly Ronnie pegging this one back. Trying to disturb the yellow there, not that it really matters now.
30.
Trying a cheeky one down the cushion.
30 and a frame.
Well, he's done enough, so Ronnie gets one back. But Mark Williams still has the lead. As I say, they have 1 more frame to play this session. It's Mark Williams 4, Ronnie O'Sullivan 3. Welcome back once again. Just to recap, Shaun Murphy 0, Peter Ebdon 5. My goodness me, that is some spot of bother for Shaun Murphy, the defending champion. Peter Ebdon getting stronger and stronger as the tournament goes on. Remember, his last match he beat David Gray 13-2 with a session to spare. And here on the match we're concentrating on, Mark Williams just through the edge over Ronnie O'Sullivan. Ronnie with a chance, of course, in this final frame of the session to peg back Mark and make it all square. A long way to go, of course. These two have 2 sessions to play tomorrow, morning and evening.
Thank you. The final frame of this session, Mark Williams to break.
So here we go with frame 8 out of a possible 25 for a place in the semi-finals. long pot success for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Very, very poor indeed. 50% for Mark Williams is not good, but 29%. Well, that'll have improved it a little. I don't think I've ever seen Ronnie with such a poor percentage rate on long pots. He'll certainly need to improve it considerably if he's to make further progress in this championship.
Again. Four. Five. Ten. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 10.
Well, Ronnie overcutting that red to the corner. This is the one that he played. Could have a pin drop. Just under 1,000 seats in here, and I would think for these two matches, nearly everyone taken up, if not all. Certainly are. They certainly are for the semis and the final. Well, now then, which way is this last frame going to go? Will Mark take in a small advantage to tomorrow morning? Actually, they've got two sessions, tomorrow morning and evening. Or will it be four apiece? Well, a mistake.
An unfortunate double kiss there.
One. Six. Seven.
Oh, what a good split. Now then, has he been lucky? Yes, he has.
Well, that's a cracking shot.
12.
Hit them perfectly.
$13.
Hasn't played that one too well though. Still got the blue to the corner.
He's also got the pink as well. Blue, the chosen ball.
$18. $19.
You won't be too happy with that one. That's an awful shot. Trying to get on the black there. He's still got the blue to the corner, but the black would have been much easier. Yellow perhaps, but I would suggest that he will take on the blue from this position. That really was a bad positional shot. I think it's the yellow.
Come on, Ronnie. Go on, Ronnie.
Mark Williams, 19.
Well, is this the mini lifeline that Mark has just thrown to Ronnie? He went down a bit heavy there.
One. $8. $9.
Well, if it is a lifeline, it's one that Ronnie has got to hang on to.
Well,
16.
5-3 wouldn't have been a disaster, but 4-4 of course is much better, and Mark knew that actually.
17.
He knew the importance of that bad positional shot, which he should have got onto the black, then he had to take the yellow on. And now it looks like he's gifted these back to Ronnie. It's been a good session actually.
24.
That's the positional shot from that red. But it's been a fairly entertaining 8 frames.
25.
Which we expected. Started off brilliantly, 90 in the first from Ronnie, and then 94 from Mark in the second. I thought, well, here we go, some fireworks. Just went a little bit flat, but I
31.
say it's not been a bad session of snooker. It's been quite entertaining.
$32.
He won the opening frame. A good chance now of winning the last frame
38.
of this session. Switching to left-handed. It doesn't
39.
often make much difference when he does.
46. $47.
This is frame ball. So make it 44 the difference, 43 on the table. Can't see Mark coming back out of his chair though.
53.
Only his second half century of the match. Mark's had 3 good contributions.
54.
Well, he tried to nudge the red off the cushion there, I feel. I think Ronnie would be happy to come out with this 4-4 because he knows that Mark
59.
had a great chance there to make it 5-3, so he'll be reasonably happy with this session.
60.
Because once he went 1-0 ahead, Mark started to get on top of him. Let's not forget Ronnie was 3-1 behind at the mid-session. So he's won the second part, 3-1.
67.
Williams versus O'Sullivan, part
70.
2, tomorrow morning. Don't miss it.
74. 79.
Now let's see if you can provide us with a spectacular exhibition shot here. No.
79 and the frame.
79 and the fray. Well, he began with a 90, he's ended with a 79, and in between, Mark Williams has had a 94, a 67 and a 68. It's been great entertainment, and as Mike Hallett's just said, there's plenty more to come tomorrow in the second session, and I'm sure tomorrow evening, particularly in the final session. So, 8 frames gone. Still a possible, how many? I've lost my maths now, 17 to go. And it's all square. 4 frames apiece. Oh, just a reminder, on the other table, they've got some way to go yet. Peter Ebdon, though, with a remarkable lead over Sean Murphy. 5-0.